Alright YouTube and Fallout community, for today's video I thought I'd highlight all of the perks that we learned from the character system video on YouTube that Bethesda shared. So let's get right into it. We'll start with the perks that we learned from the Pip-Boy at the very beginning of the game. The first one is better criticals. Advanced training for enhanced combat effectiveness. Criticals do 50% extra damage. Next up is big leagues. Swing for the fences do 20% more melee damage, and there's 5 ranks to that, so that would probably cap out at 100%. Commando, rigorous combat training means automatic weapons do 20% more damage, also 5 to that, so that it'll cap out at 100, I'm sure. Gun Nut, you gain access to rank 2 gun mods, and it's already on 2, so it'll go up to 4, so I guess you gotta rank up like certain perks to unlock more mods, so you can't just get every mod you want from the beginning of the game. Rifleman, keep your distance long and your kill count high. Attacks with non-automatic rifles do 20% more damage, and there's 5 to that, so that probably means like hunting rifles and maybe laser rifles. I don't know if that'd work for laser weapons and like sniper rifles and things. Science, take full advantage of advanced technology with access to base level and rank 1 high-tech mods. There's 4 to that. And toughness, if nothing else, you can take a beating. Instantly gain plus 10 damage resistance. And there's 5 to that, so it'll probably cap out at 50%. So now let's get into the perk chart. As you can see up top, you can level or you can rank up all of your special stats, which can get them all to 10, which allows you to get every perk in the game at a certain point. So that's pretty awesome. I guess they got rid of the improved training or whatever the one is that lets you put points back in your specials. So now every special stat is its own perk. But first up is Cap Collector. Buying and selling prices at vendors are better, and there's 3 ranks to it. So I guess that's kind of like your barter. Lady Killer. Women suffer 5% damage in combat and are easier to persuade in dialogue. There's 3 ranks to that. And this is something we've had before, and I imagine they'll have one if you plays the female, it's for the guys. Or maybe they have both, I don't know. But the fact that you can rank it up is kind of interesting. Lone Wanderer. When adventuring without a companion, you take 15% less damage, and carry weight increases by 50. And there's 3 ranks to that as well. So I'm kind of curious on that one. Like a lot of these that rank up, I'm really curious about. But the increased resistance to damage is interesting, because if it ranks up 3 times with that ability, you take like 45% less damage. That's disgustingly good. And then the 150 carry weight if it really does triple. Attack Dog. Your faithful canine companion can hold an enemy, giving you a greater chance to hit them in VATS. Also 3 ranks. I'm really curious about the rank ups for this one as well. We've seen in the trailer, or one of the gameplay trailers, that the dog can like tackle an enemy and attack them while they're on the ground. I wonder if that's what happens as you rank it up, or if that's the first rank or what. Animal Friend, which is a perk we've seen before. With your gun, aim at any animal below your level and gain a chance to pacify it. And there's 3 ranks to it. Pacify means to make them not hostile anymore. And Animal Friend has been a perk we've had before with multiple ranks. When I get to the Intimidation perk, you can see what you may have at rank 2 and 3. Local Leader, you're able to establish supply lines between your workshop settlements, 2 ranks. We already knew that you could run caravans between like settlements and things, so I wonder what having 2 ranks to this does. Party Boy, there's no chance you'll get addicted to alcohol, 3 ranks to it. I've always thought this was a dumb perk. It was in 3 and possibly New Vegas, and I always thought it was stupid. And it's like a late level perk, like 20-something. It's like, why would I take this perk at this high level where I can't be addicted to alcohol? It's like a lower level gay perk. But the fact that there's 3 ranks to it, maybe it moves on over into like chems and things like that, like Psycho and Med-X. Inspirational, your companion does more damage in combat and cannot hurt you, 3 ranks. I've never known of my companions being able to hurt me, except for maybe like grenades or explosives. But maybe that's something different in Fallout 4. But the doing more damage is definitely interesting. Wasteland Whisper. With your gun, aim at any wasteland creature below your level and gain a chance to pacify it, 3 ranks. So that's just like the Animal Friend. Animal Friend it deals with animals, so like maybe like wild dogs, maybe mole rats, and then the Wasteland Whisper would probably deal with like the abomination type things, like rat scorpions perhaps, and like death claws and weird things like that. Intimidation. This is the first rank on Intimidation, because we know what all 3 ranks are. With your gun, aim at any human opponent below your level and gain a chance to pacify them. So it's the same as Animal Friend and Wasteland Whisper. Rank 2. When you successfully pacify someone, you can incite them to attack. That's pretty useful. And then rank 3. When you successfully pacify someone, you can give them specific commands. So I imagine, just spitballing here, Animal Friend and Wasteland Whisper are probably the same as rank 2 and rank 3. They could be different, but that's what I assume they'd be. But I wonder how long this works. Like, say you pacify a Yaogwai or a Deathclaw, if you can even pacify Deathclaws. I wonder how long it lasts. Do they just become friendly and walk off? And then when it comes to, giving them the ability to attack something or giving them specific commands, does that last forever? Is it like a companion until they die? That's something I really, really want to know. Next up is Vans, which is, I guess, a play on VATS. The path to your closest quest target is displayed in VATS, and it's 1 rank. Seems like, honestly, a pretty fucking useless perk. There's no way I'd waste one of my perk levels on just, like, whenever I'm in VATS, it shows me where my next quest is. I can go on my damn Pit-Boy and see where my next quest is. Next up, Medic. Stim packs restore 40% of lost health, and Radaway removes 40% of radiation. 4 ranks of this. See, I'm wondering how this increases, because if it increases by 40% at a time, it's kind of crazy. But at the same time, if you notice something, it says Stim packs restore 40% of lost health. So not overall health, and it's not a certain amount of points at one time. It's based on the amount of health you've lost. So I wonder if it's even possible to fully heal yourself with Stim packs. Bloody Mess. Plus 5% damage means sometimes enemies will explode into a gory red paste. 4 ranks to this. Definitely a perk we've had before, but the 4 ranks intrigues me. It probably just adds overall damage, but maybe there's something interesting as you rank it up. And I think that they mentioned Strongback in an article and said that you could rank it up to allow you to still sprint while over-encumbered. But to me, that just kind of makes being over-encumbered and walking slow pointless if you can still sprint. But anyways, that's all for today, Wastelanders. Social networks are always on the screen. Later, guys.